A little behind today. Another poor night of sleep. A little bit lost still. I am. I think I've made arrangements to go do ayahuasca again. I have my back up against the wall a little bit in just with everything that's going on. So I hope that this trip to Hong Kong sorts quite a few things out for me. I am um, hopeful in some form that something will come out of this one way or the other. Uh, Between the two things I have going on in the next month, uh, it's yeah, it's been pretty hard to manage mentally for sure. I haven't really been able to shake this, and similar to situations that I've been in before, like my habits are going towards the negative, which sort of compounds the problem. It's a pretty similar pattern. I'm not drinking. I'm still going to the gym. I'm managing. I mean, like my diet is not great, but overall diet here, like it's pretty hard to fall off completely here, as opposed to like in Canada, I could literally just switch to fast food all day long and completely tank myself. And just the calorie density, like it just seems calorie density uh, of processed foods is just so much higher. It, it like you don't really see that here. So that's one thing. I just am I'm really struggling because I'm at this point where it's like uh, I feel like I'm on the edge often, and I feel like the choice um, is to walk off the edge. That's really where I feel like I'm at, and I feel like I would make that choice over going home, not because I think that going back to Canada, um, it's because I don't feel like there's a solution there. I feel like it's not that I don't think that I can get out of this. I just don't have a way out. And so I feel like going back to Canada makes things worse for me because I because it's easier for me to end things here in like in a peaceful way, I guess, possibly. I have no idea how how it goes when you flip the switch off. Um, so I'm trying and I'm hopeful, and I do hope this thing in July works out. Um, I just hope it all works out. I don't want to live this way, but yeah, this is my life. This has been my life for quite a while. This has been something I have fought most of my life, that most people fight most of their life. I just think, and I can't really speak for anybody else. I just think the hardest part for me, and I don't know that it's like this for a lot of people that are struggling, but like the hard part for me is that like most of the time I feel like I shouldn't be struggling. Like I shouldn't feel the way that I feel. Like I think that's one of the hardest things for me to deal with. Is like I'm not homeless. I'm not like even if I'm heading in that direction. That's not where I'm at right now, and I'm not like I'm not living on the street, and I've lived on the streets, and so like I'm not even afraid of like being homeless. Like there's a part of me that sort of still glorifies that and still uh, still like has this um, like romanticism for like things being easier in that situation. Um, like it's and so every time I struggle, I'm also dealing with the fact that I don't feel like I deserve to like I have no right to feel the sadness that I do. And so then I don't even get to sit in it or face it or try to figure it out, because I'm just constantly telling myself that like you have no right to feel this way. And so I think that that's a hard part for me to reconcile too, because I feel guilty for not being able to be happy most of the time. Um, and so it all just compounds into like me constantly just wanting it all to end, be over, and be done with. And I'm here, and I'm far away from everybody, and so like I can do this and not have it impact anybody. Nobody has to find me. Nobody has to. Nobody has to, like clean up the mess or whatever it is, like, or watch me spiral into nothing. Like, nobody has to witness that or deal with it. And so there's a lot of upsides to all of that here. But yeah, I'm really hoping that there's some answers here, that that taking this break in Hong Kong sort of gives me a little bit of breath, and I know I'm gonna have apprehension going to do ayahuasca again, if assuming that all works out. But yeah, I need to do something, because like just trying to power through this is not gonna work, and so I I have a lot of apprehensions about trying to treat what I'm dealing with ayahuasca. I did it before, and it's like a temporary fix. There was a lot of benefits to it, obviously, but but I don't really believe that drugs are the solution. So I don't like thinking about it like that. I don't like looking at, like, I don't think like approaching this like, oh well, every time I feel like I'm gonna end everything, I'll just go do ayahuasca and just, it's a quick fix. It's not really like that for me. There's like it took me a long time to sort of accept that this would be a solution, and it may not work even. um, it's a completely different situation, completely different scenario, uh, and a completely different environment, and I'm in a completely different headspace. Like, I was teetering on the edge last time that I went, but I was also very scared to go do it. And I just like, there was a lot going on there, and it worked out. It's and it didn't work out at the same time. Like, it's looking back, it sort of got me through, but like at the time, like it wasn't a solution. Like, I came out of it struggling just as much, but I had the ability to struggle, and like that's sort of what I've lost at this point, is like I can't, I just can't struggle. Like, I just have no fight in me. um I've had like a yoga mat set up on the floor. I bought it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe now at this point. It's been set up on the floor for a week, and like, I can't even like spend 5 minutes stretching, doing something that I know that I need to do for myself, that I want to do. Like, intellectually, I want this improvement of like stretching and uh, kind of like working on the things that are painful for me, and I can't even get over this hurdle of like it being worth the effort. Like, there's so many things that I need to do that I'm just like, I would rather just decay into nothing. Like, that is my thought. Like, I'm slowly getting overtaken by this. Like, I'm just gonna eat chocolate and chips until I am on the floor, and or whatever. I don't know. Like, I'm just slowly losing every little bit of like resistance to it being over. Like, every little bit of fight that I have is like slowly leaving me right now, because like I don't. There's nothing on the other side of the solution. And again, like, this is something that I've struggled with so much, because like I know that like if I do this and this and this and this, and like it's like similar to like wanting to you want the person, like you have this vision of like your ideal partner, and you're like, uh this is who I want to be with, but like you're not at the place of being the mirror image of that. Like, you're not the person that you envision on the other side of that relationship with that person. Like, you're not the person that you see um, holding hands with this, and yet you're like upset that you're not finding this relationship, even though you're not the person that is the other half of that relationship. And it's like, and it's like, I'm not being the thing that I want to be, and I know that if I was doing all of these things that I wanted you to be the person that I want to be, that it is a little bit easier than it is right now. But like the problem is that, and that the only way to get anywhere is to be that thing. But I just have this fight in me that's like, it's still not worth it because I'm still not gonna be like, and I like, it's a chicken and egg thing. It's like I want this so that I can do this, but I need to be that so that I can get there. Like it just, it's this fight that never ends because I've become the thing, or because I tell myself at least that I've become the thing that I want to be over and over again, and it hasn't worked out for me. And I think maybe that is true 2 or 3 times in my life out of the 10 that I think a lot of times I've gotten close or I've put in something that looks like enough effort, but in my heart I know that I haven't fully lived up to the things that I say that I am 100%. Like it's been a long time since I put everything I had into something, and I have done it, and it hasn't worked out. But that doesn't mean that I've done it every single time I've said I've done it. Anyways, I'm gonna keep moving forward, and I'm gonna keep hoping that that it all works out. One day, it'll work out.